Hello folks, time for some Neil Young action. All you need to do for this one is detune your E string down to D. So it's the same as your 4th string, okay? Now this is played with a triplet feel. So you're going to play... So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is how you count each beat. And the downstroke, you count for 2, and the upstroke would be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A bit like a 12-bar blues, right? But you're strumming. So that would sound like this. Etc. So let's crack on with the first riff. Goes like this. Alright, and round. At the very beginning, you hear a... And that low D is the first beat of the measure, right? So I just, using an upstroke, catch the 4th and 5th string before I hit that one. Literally just a subtle thing that happens at the beginning of the song, doesn't happen again. Then you've got this chord shape, 12, 11, 10, and then the open E. So then you have... And then I'm just adding my little finger onto the 12th fret, right? With that rhythm. So slowly. 2, 3, 4. Then you do another open D. But you move that shape backwards 1 fret and up 1 string. And then use the open D as well with it. If you miss and you're catching like some of the lower strings, no worries. And you play 3 of these on the off beat. And then 2 extra 8th notes at the end. So 3, 4. So up, 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 down, up. And that last one, I'm just kind of aiming roughly for the open D and the G string. And then for the upstroke, I catch as many as I can, right? Don't worry too much about the strumming, it's quite loose. So, the whole part slowly. 3, 4. Live, there's a little bit more strumming, and in subsequent measures, there's sometimes a bit more strumming. But that is the meat and potatoes of that first bit, right? What you might want to do is just keep your wrist fairly loose and strum away. So here I'm playing a bit more than I've tabbed out there, and then when you change... So just keep it light and breezy. Then you've got these wicked harmonics, which are pretty cool. That one is quite tricky to get to, but the first 4 are fine. They're on the 12th fret. So I'm just resting my finger over the fret, right, over the metal bit. With that rhythm, right? And then you've got to move down to the 7th fret on the A string. Now behind that, Neil's playing an E minor chord. But with this tuning, your E is the 2nd fret on the low string, right? So you've got to play 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. And the strumming pattern, don't worry too much, is essentially this. So the first beat is just a quarter note, and the rest of it's 8th notes. but you're doing this down up motion. I've tabbed the whole chord. You're not going to robotically play, right? You're going to pick out sections of the strings, right? So you'll hit for the downstroke, you're aiming roughly for the low 4, and for the upstroke the high 4. Okay, so notice my hands kind of moving around there, right? But you know, just get a bit of feel into that. And then you play that round twice, so there's 4 bars worth, and then you play this. So I think it's strings 5 and 6 for the first beat, and then you go into this D chord 4 times. Then this fill. I mean, if you wanted to play the full chords, you'd be playing a full D, and I think that is a D major 7, and then an A, and then your little Brian May chord, right, where you know, it's a D voicing basically, just played like that. Alright, so that slowly. So I'm playing a D5, upstroke for that. Flatten my first finger there. So that's okay. Both upstrokes. And I move my first finger down 1 string to play that A power chord. And then I add my 4th finger to the 4th fret and my 2nd finger to the 3rd fret on the D and B respectively, and play that 3 times. Up, down, up. Again. Alright, and then you play that round twice too. You play that whole thing round twice, from the E minor to that, to the D, and then you go to a G. And I think the G voicing is just that, 5-5, and then the rest open. Now, I've seen some people playing it like this. You could play your first finger there, your first finger there, with that open, or you could play it with both on, or you could play it like that, right, which is 3-3-4, coming from the high string to low. And that is the way I think he plays it behind the solo. Not 100%, but I think he's fretting it like I've tabbed it here, because I hear the open, those 3 open top strings. I think I hear those ringing out. I don't hear or. So I'm going to go for that. And the rhythm again, very simple, same as the E minor. And into the intro part. Alright, and I think it goes around that twice as well. Following on from that, you go from an A7 sus4 to an A with this rhythm. And again. That rhythm part's slightly different. It's just down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, for 3 bars. Okay, and then I change to the A, same rhythm pattern. But I'm using the sort of classic A shape there, right? So I am doing that. You could just flatten your finger if you wanted to make it a bit easier, but I really like the sound of the open E ringing out. makes it sound loads fuller. So if you can do it that way, I would. And then the last bar is just quarter notes. And that's it. That is that part. Now for the solo, like I said before, the G comes in first. And I'm fretting this. 3, 3, 4. Open. And then the 5th fret's at the bottom, right? Okay, with that same... part you did before. Back around again. Into the intro. And that's it for the solo. And those are all the parts. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon.